No.
Alright, welcome back to the channel, folks. A lot of you guys remember my 125 ZAW shifter cart build that I've done previously, and also my 20 horsepower go-kart engine. It's made out of a 212 non-Hemi Predator block, and this is a 125, and I finally came to my conclusion where I want to switch the engines. I'm gonna do an engine swap in this video, so follow on. Alright, so I didn't record a lot, but we finally got the engine off of it, and now I just gotta clean up these mounts. These are welded on, so I just gotta cut them off and then just polish down till it's the bare tubing. Alright, so it's the next day, and I've got everything off the frame pretty much. Even the seat. So we're just mocking up the mounts for the engine right now, which is right there. And once I figure out where I want it, I'm going to bolt it on and then figure out where I want my engine and then put my seat back on. We got the sprocket on right now for the go-kart engine. I'm going short sprocket, and then I can adjust it with these plates. So I got a set. These are a little bigger if I want more torque, but right now I just want speed, so we're just gonna leave those red ones on. Alright, so after a while, this is kind of what it looks like, what I've got so far. The seat's not mounted, but it's just kind of sitting there right now until I figure out where I want my engine. Engine is also not mounted. I'm just figuring out the chain, but super nice about this plate right here is that I can move it over and adjust it, so I don't have to keep adjusting the sprocket, which is super nice. But I like how the exhaust kind of points outward. Also, this is a brand new muffler on this engine, so I have no idea what this sounds like, so I might need to replace this and put an actual muffler on it. And also with the engine, I've heard from a lot of guys that the stage 5, this clear valve cover, if the engine gets really hot, this will melt and then mess up my whole engine. So I am going to have to replace it with the stock head or the stock valve cover, and then drill some holes and tap them for these vent lines and the oil lines. So it should be fine, but that's just a lot of hassle. As of now, I'm going to leave it and then figure out where I'm going to put my gas tank. So can't just mount the gas tank right here. We're gonna have to make some kind of a bracket, but these two holes are for a fuel pump, so I can have a fuel pump so it can get to the carburetor wherever I put my gas. It might be down here. There's a lot of space down here, and it might just be nice just to put a gas tank right there and then run some lines to the carburetor. But as of now, this is what it looks like. So what we got on the go-kart frame right now is my 20 horsepower engine I built in a previous video. I'm not going to go into details with it, but pretty much it is a stage 5, and it runs 9,500 RPM, and top speeds I'm not for sure yet. This is the first view of what it looks like. I got the gas tank mounted right here. I just made a bar and attached it down, and then we got all the fuel lines, vacuum lines, oil lines all hooked up. This thing is ready to go, and I cannot wait to see how fast this go-kart is gonna go. Let me just give you the basics of what is going on. Right down here we've got the 52 racing sprocket, and then we also have the extended engine mount, which lifts it up a little bit. I don't know if you can see that much, but and then we've got 10-inch wheels in the back, and then 6-inch wheels in the front. They measure 10 inches width, and then length are, what did I say, 10 inches, 6 inches. So it stands up pretty tall. I mean, it doesn't rub terribly across the ground, but it's about 2.5 inch of clearance. This thing is ready for donuts, and this thing is ready for a fire up. So we are gonna get this fired up for the first time. Alright, so this is like the 25th pull, and it's not starting over. We're gonna see if we can get it started over. Ooh, it's almost there. Get a little drop. And this is going to be a little sneak peek of my, I believe, part 4 of the red car. But check this sucker out. I have not even touched my camera in recording on this one either. I apologize for that. But we have the wheels, front wheels are sticking out about 4.5 inches further than the back ones. And this just needs a little more work, but I'm just going to show you a little snippet. I got my steering mounted. Still got to do a little kinks and get it figured out, but I got to figure out my tie rods and my turning radius, and then I also have to mount my seat. But the reason why I have been holding up on this project is because I ordered my jack shaft. So what I'm gonna have is from the chain, which is right there, it's gonna run all the way to about right here, and this will be my jack shaft, and then the jack shaft will go inside the plastic right here, the chain wheel, all the way to the back tire. I just had to make a couple more mounts. So what I had to do here, I made this frame, and then I ended up having to cutting a bunch of metal because the tires did not fit. So what I'm going to do is bend some pipe around here, connect it back to the frame just for more support, and then I gotta figure out my spindles, and then also get my pedals and everything figured out on here. But these two cars are gonna be really fun to race against one another. So we got the go-kart out here. We are gonna get a test run, and we're gonna see how fast it goes roughly. We're gonna strap the helmet on. We got GoPro on it, and we're just gonna see the clip. a little too hard. I don't, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so the issue is it's spilling a bunch of oil out. I sent her a little too hard. I've got up to 75 miles an hour. This thing is a beast, the fastest thing I've ever built. But if you come check this out, we've got a little bit of an oil issue down here. It was spewing oil everywhere, and it's because of this O-ring on the shaft itself. I don't know what's wrong, but it popped off and I got oil on everything. Must not been sealed right. I gotta get new vent lines or oil lines because they are a little weak and they're also leaking just a tad bit of oil. But it spewed oil like everywhere. I got a huge trail, so I gotta do an oil change. And then my gas tank is also leaking. The cap is like not sealed in a way, so gas will come out on this. So I got a couple modifications to make in order to fully rip this. But yeah, like I said, it went up to 75 miles an hour, and after I tweak it a little bit and get everything fixed, I should be able to do some donuts and cookies and all that. I'm not gonna start it up anymore. I gotta take it back home, finish it up, and yeah, if you guys want to see a part 2 of this video, let me know. But that's going to include the video. So if you guys could drop a like and comment, and any suggested ideas of what I should do, what I should build, just drop those in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.